Day, the 25th of September, 2017. It's the day. Oh no, why do we start on the day of the festival? Oh no. Oh, what are we gonna see? I might need to get my safety. Okay, do I have safety? We have started the game, and the first thing is the day of the festival, which makes me infinitely nervous beyond words. Because I know what happens on festival day, and so does everyone that plays the game. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expect this one to be the one where I'm walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. Should I go and wake her up? It's not a big deal, at least. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help. I'll help her get up. I hate this. No. Yeah, that's just basically my mind right now. Even the simplest gesture of walking to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she wants, and that's what I'll do for her. Yeah, I've made up my mind. I grab the cupcakes I made yesterday and make my way to Sayori's. I reach her house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. He really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. Isn't it more like a boyfriend would do? In any case, just feels right. Outside Sayori's room. I knock on the door. Sorry, wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really don't want to enter her room like this. She isn't the kind of breach of privacy. But really, she leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Oh, she was in my face. She was in my face. She was in my face. She was like, ooh. Really? Echo? Troy stands at the foot of her bed. The foot of her bed, long rope in hand. It's tied into a hangman's noose. In the shock of the moment, I released my grip on the cupcakes. Thank you, I agree. The tray clatters to the floor. Oh my! It's... I'm so sorry, Echo. I'm sorry. She breaks down in incoherent sobs. Jesus, Sayori? I should have known. It was so obvious. I didn't listen, didn't see the signs. I almost lost her, my best friend, the one I grew up with. Sorry, let go of the noose, dropping it to the floor with a heavy thud. Just the act of looking at it makes my heart sink. Sayori. She gets up and rushes towards me, clutching my shirt and crying into my chest. I didn't want to face it again. What I talked to you about. I can't wake up every day like this. I can't, Echo. Words catch and sink in my throat, unable to come out. I can't. I just... She backs away. There's a short pause. All is silent aside from Sayori sobbing. I was about to do it, Echo. I was so close, I could feel it. I'd have never seen you again. I finally pulled myself together enough to speak. Sayori. Could you imagine if I found you like that? My last memory of you, my best friend? I'm such a failure, Echo. I've only ever been selfish. I can't even think but the one person that cares about me for even a single second. Sorry, please listen. There's so many people that care about you. Monica, Yuri, Natsuki, your parents. I want... Oh god, her parents. What would they think of this? I begin to hyperventilate a little, my whole body shaking as if it only just caught up with everything. Okay. Calm it, Echo. Steady myself a bit. You need to sort this out first. If it even can be sorted out. Choke back a sob and steady myself again. I want you to remember that. You have a place here and it wouldn't be the same. And I know it wouldn't be. You told me yourself yesterday. Echo? So I wiped the tears off her face and catches her breath. Oh no, I agree. I'm here for you. We all are. No matter what. Echo, don't. Sorry, you need to talk to someone professional about this. Please, sooner rather than later. She wipes her tears and sniffs. I don't think I'm ready. We can go another time. There's still the festival. I wouldn't want you to keep the others waiting. Screw the festival. You're more important to me than that. Besides, this isn't just something we can put off. It's about your life, Sayori. What if something like this happens tomorrow, or when I'm not here? I'm not going to force you, but I really think you should. They can help. If I didn't do everything in my power to help you, I could never forgive myself. You care about me too much, Echo. But I guess you're right. She gazed out the window for a long, silent moment. We can take the bus. Well, I need to get changed first. Oh. Yeah, of course. I nod and take us outside the door, reaching down to pick up the rope first. I trust Sayori, but still, just in case. She nods gently, shutting the door in my face. Again, I'm a little anxious leaving her alone right after that. But she does need her privacy. I kneel down, begin to clean up the cupcake massacre littering the floor with a towel. Natsuki is going to kill me. I return downstairs and untie the noose, dropping the loose rope in the trash. My body still shaking from the ordeal, my hands barely able to undo the knot. How did she learn to do that? How long has she wanted to? I linger down the stairs for a minute, trying to relax before heading back upstairs. Taking a deep breath, I sit down for a minute. I shut my eyes and rest my head in my hands. I take a few deep breaths, hoping to level off my stress. She's probably ready by now. I knock on Sayori's door and she immediately opens it immediately. Ready? Sayori nods once, eyes glued to the floor. But this is what's best for me, right? The light blue's eye stares through me, expectant of an answer. Seeing her like this is so unsettling. It's like someone rewired her brain overnight to become this husk of herself. I shouldn't think like that. She's my best friend and always will be. I take a deep breath and sigh. I'll be honest with you. I don't know. All I do know is worth a shot. Come on, let's get going. Yikes, what a start to a mod. Oh, I was really afraid if I was going to see something I really didn't want to see. I take a seat in an empty but brightly lit waiting room. My anxiety consumes me as I wait for Sayori to walk out from the doctor's office. I have to lock my hands in place in order to stop them from showing my increasing worry. I subconsciously resort to tapping my foot on the floor and looking elsewhere. It's the only thing I'm going to be able to do for quite a while. Suddenly my pocket rumbles as my phone springs to life. I quickly pull it out and notice a text from Monica. Then it hits me. Today was the day of the festival. I should have told her I couldn't make it. Hey, we can see the phone this time. Echo, where are you? I have to reply. Sorry, got caught up. I don't think I'll be able to make it to the festival. Echo, please don't tell me you got cold feet about the poems or something. It's an emergency. It's an emergency. Oh no, what's going on? I don't know if I can tell you right now. That's okay. Just please see if you can make it or let me know if you can't. And if you know where... Wait a minute, what? Wait, what? That is... And if you know where Sayori or Natsuki are, can you tell... And if you know where Natsuki and Sayori are, can you tell them too? So what happened to Nasu? Oh no, that gives me bad feeling. That gives me very bad feeling. And I don't like it. I do not like it. Oh no, please. Oh, not Natsuki as well. I peer through a small fluttered glass window on the door. I can see what appears to be Sayori breaking down in the chair, her arms folded on the doctor's desk, her head rested upon them. I am stricken with guilt, as it was my own negligence that led to this. Behind me, the door that leads from the entrance to the waiting room swings open and a couple of nurses walk by. But my phone buzzes again in my hands and I turn my attention back to it. It's just me and Yuri here. She's really nervous about performing as is. I'm trying to pep her up, but without you guys, I don't think she'll do it. I know, I'm sorry, it's a personal issue. Can't promise anything, but I'll try to get there before it's over, okay? Okay, thanks. A couple more minutes of idle waiting pass before I get another message from her. Okay, thanks. Never mind, everyone is here already and they're waiting. Prob's gonna have to cancel the performance. I return the phone to my pocket, running my hands through my hair. Why now? I feel terrible for Sayori, the fact that she's in such pain right now, and how oblivious I was to all of it. But on the other hand, I also feel like I've put Monica and Yuri on the spot in front of all our classmates. There's no winning, is there? Monica and Yuri. Where's Natsuki? I take a deep breath. Okay, Echo, one problem at a time. Natsuki's probably fine. Focus on Sayori right now. She needs you. I feel my knees bouncing uncontrollably. My hands shake, my arms are tense to the point of physical pain. I try to take deep breaths. In, out. Calm down, I'm snapped up by another text. Are you sure you don't know where Sayori and Natsuki are? That's the question all three of us have been asking. You, me, and MC, yeah. I'm almost tempted to leave the message alone, but I give in. I already said I don't know. I can see why Monica's upset though. I don't like lying to people, but at this point I can't tell her about Sayori. It seemed like I'm throwing her under the bus anyway. And I don't have a single clue where Natsuki is. It's just a white lie for their sake. I texted them but I got nothing back. Well, it doesn't really matter now anyway. We had to cancel our performance. People are complaining about the cupcakes not being here. Yuri's gone for some fresh air. Yeah. Crap. Yeah, but we can't do anything about it. I'm really sorry, Monica. It's fine. I sigh. Now I've disappointed Monica, I couldn't bring myself to tell her what happened. I need to get my mind off this. I could try and help her for once by getting hold of Natsuki. I type out a message hoping to get an answer. I can see why, because I think we all know why, yeah. Hey Natsuki, are you okay? Monica said you were a no-show at the festival? A couple of minutes passed with no response. The message doesn't even mark as read. I go to message again. And then the doctor's door swing open and Sayori emerges. Sayori walks over, tears streaming down her cheeks. Excuse me. I quickly stand up, putting my phone away. Before I have time to say anything, she locks me in a tight embrace and sobs into my chest, startling me slightly. Hey, it's okay. You can barely get a sentence out. Don't worry, take your time. I'm not going anywhere. I don't deserve this. Sorry. It's true, I really messed up everything. You didn't get to spend time and have fun with any of the other club members. Monica's probably upset about us not showing up for the festival. Honestly thought it would be a kiss, but okay. Poor Yuri's going to be so embarrassed. And it's all my fault. My mind wanders back to Monica's text. Not telling the whole story would seem to be a good call for what it's worth. I need to find a way to fix this. Sorry, look at me. She backs off the hug and opens her eyes, staring into mine once again. Look, sorry, I really care about you, and so do the others at the club. They will understand why we weren't at the club today. Besides, that isn't anything to worry about right now. If anything, you should tell them tell them the truth about your depression. I know for a fact that they'd be supportive. They're your friends. I don't know. I just don't want to make a big deal out of. Sorry, I don't think you understand how big of a deal this really is. You nearly my voice cracks. I compose myself. You nearly died. So he closes her eyes and takes a stuttering tobacco breath. It's like the words are finally hitting her. She looks away, wipes her eyes, and changes the topic quickly, talking in a fast, anxious manner. What about the festival? Did you talk to Monica about it yet? I hesitate. I don't want Sayori to feel like it's her fault that the performance was cancelled, so I decided to start Natsuki's absence. Well, Natsuki didn't show up either. Monica had to cancel the performance, unfortunately. You didn't tell her, did you? No, I didn't. Unless you want to talk about it to her about it yourself, she won't know. Okay? Sayori nods, wiping her eyes with her forearm once more. I think I'll tell her. So she knows why her plans for the festival were ruined. I can tell what she's going to say. Hey, it wasn't your fault, Sayori. None of this is. Sayori grabs my hands tightly, crushing it in a vine-like grip. You can talk to her if you really want to. Well, she'd probably be able to give better advice than me. Maybe. Did you tell my parents? I sigh. I did, yeah. I'm really sorry, I just thought they should know. She lays her head on my shoulders. Thank you. I was too scared to tell them myself. She leans in closely, her soft breast sweeping across my chest. She closes her eyes and let out a pained sigh. I love you, Echo. Good for you. I tried to think of some sort of response, but I'm not sure if it's the best idea, especially considering all she's been through today already. Instead, I hold her in a tight hug, being the only solace I can provide right now. I'm glad she's here, that she's alive and breathing, that I still have a best friend. After a small bit, she steps back, stifles, and wipes her eyes. We should get going. There's no point in going to school now, actually. Echo. They're keeping me here for a while. I think it could help, like you said. They're keeping her on suicide watch. I take a deep breath. That's probably a good idea. They'll know how to look after you. She's only responds by squeezing my hand. Look, I'll keep my phone with me. If you get the chance, you can message me whenever you want. Hell, I'll even pick you up when they release you. You're going to be okay, Sayori. She hugs me again, only for a moment this time. Don't let me keep you waiting. I'll let your family know where you are. Thank you, Echo, for everything. We let go and say our goodbyes, a bit reluctantly. I assure myself she'll be in good hands. With a long sigh, I start my journey home. The mid-afternoon sun warms my back as I approach the house. The bus ride seemed to breeze right by, but I can barely remember it. Before I enter, I turn my head and look at the neighbouring house. Her house. I close my eyes and shake my head. She's safe now. She's okay. She's in a safe place and will be okay. She's in a safe place and will be okay. The mantra does nothing to quell my worries. I begin to tremble as I unlock my door. For a moment, I enter the kitchen. I flick the light on, hold my head, and try to focus on something else. I can only stand here and breathe. Body refuses to take another step. I can only focus on one thing. Everything tunes out. There's that feeling, but tightness in the chest. Why does it keep coming? I don't like that. Scared. No. I don't want to think about it anymore. My muscles ache from the constant tension. It feels like my breathing's going through a plastic straw. I can't help myself. I let out a horrible small gurgle noise. A freakish mixture of a scream and frustrated anger. I can hear the reverberating sinking walls giving a second echo to it. My throat is dry, my face is damp, my hands are trembling. No, a few seconds of hypervent, I can almost breathe again. Instantly, my whole body begins to wobble and shake as adrenaline fades. I can catch myself on the counter and vomit into the sink. My heart rate slows down, but I can't get it out of my head. The vision of what would have happened if I was... I can't think about it. I can't think about it. Distraction now. Food. Haven't eaten today. Make food. I wash at the sink and pour water into my hands. Splashing the cold water on my face, I wipe my mouth before drinking a bit from the faucet. The acidic taste still stings in my mouth, even as I wash the water around and spit it out. Okay. Next step, food. I force myself to make a sandwich. I grab some bread and vegetables from the fridge. My mind, desperate for any purchase, settles on Monica's reaction. I feel sorry for her and I ruined her festival. Yuri as well. And where was Natsuki? I noticed she still hasn't texted me back. Hell, my message... Oh, that scared me. And this is my message is still unread, and then we drop. Yeah, no, I was ruffled up my own worrying and managed to accidentally cut my finger open while slicing a tomato. The knife clatters on the floor. I quickly wrap my finger in a paper towel, letting a few drops of blood soak into it. I hardly felt a thing. I started looking over the damage I've done. Well, at least I know the knife isn't going blunt anytime soon. Regardless, I go ahead and eat the sandwich. I'm too hungry to care if there's a little blood on it. I toss my dish in the sink and head upstairs to my room. Okay, so we're fine, we just nicked ourselves. I collapse onto bed, exhausted being the only thing I can think about now. Fighting the urge to fall asleep, I managed to send a text to Sayori. With the message sent, I surrendered to my exhaustion. I conked out within minutes. Oh, this is good. This is horribly good. Tuesday the 26th of September 2017. I'm pulled from my sleep by the sounds of birds and passing cars. I check my phone. 12:39. 12:40. Oh, I'm late. Bolt the bed and quickly put on my clothes. Wait. Okay. Think clearly, Echo. By the time I get and walk to school, I'll probably be around 2 o'clock. School ends around 3. Yeah. If I'm this late already, I might as well not go in. Another absence, that's going to look fantastic on my school standing. Good job, Echo. I sigh and sit down, half dressed. I can probably still go to literature club at least. Mostly to see if Natsuki made it in today. But I'm not looking forward to confronting Monica. What do I even say? It's not going to be a pleasant day. But first, a much needed shower is in order. Except the bathroom feeling fresh and clean. I checked the time. 1 o'clock. How long was I even in there? At least I feel less tense now. It just occurred to me neither Natsuki nor Sayori has responded to me. I haven't heard a peep from either of them. My fears have crept their way back, rooting themselves into the pit of my stomach like a vile tumor. I figured they might have taken Sayori's phone or she turned it off. That's not a huge deal right now. She's in a safe place and would be okay. But Natsuki? I'm tempted to call her, let her know what's happened. But the rational side of my brain interrupts me. Does mean the What if she's in class? What if her phone is broken or something? She could be fine for all I know. Man, I almost wish I was almost sentient so I wouldn't have this painful, crushing worry. I hold my breath and check the time. Club should have started by now. I follow the path along the courtyard. At least Sayori isn't here to scold me for missing class. Who am I kidding? Right now, I'd take any amount of teasing to see her. I focus my force towards the club. Reaching the door, I let myself in and begin to navigate the hallways. After a short walk, I stop outside the door. I can see Monica and Yuri inside, no Natsuki. My gut feels like it's been dropped onto solid concrete. My already present worry only gets worse. I take a moment to compose myself before walking in. As I enter, both Monica and Yuri turn to me. Yuri quickly buries herself back in her book. Whatever plan I had to explain myself vanished the second I entered. I could only stand there awkwardly. I cough and try to stammer out a greeting. I go, could we talk for a moment? She addressed me with an emotionless, deadly monotone. I mean, yeah, I suppose. I want to chat out in the hall or... Somehow the proposal being in a hall where others could hear is not ideal. Her eyes! That is the look she's giving me, Matt. Look at that. Look at those eyes. She is not happy. I have to explain in front of both Monica and Jury. Great. You is fine. Alright. Monica leans against the teacher's desk, her expression blank yet somehow piercing my soul. This is going to suck. Take a breath. I'll be straight. Something happened with Sayori. I don't think I can tell you, that'll be up to her. But believe me, we didn't want to miss the festival. It was important to us. We wouldn't have skipped it unless it was important. So for what it's worth, I'm really sorry that we didn't make it. But that was surprisingly natural and more importantly honest. Still, I can't help but worry about her response. As soon as I finish, Monica's face softens, her frown browning with concern. Is she okay? She's safe. I see. I shift away for a moment, staring into space. Yuri hides her face within her book, seemingly tuning out of the conversation. She seems upset. I don't blame her. Monica takes a deep breath. Okay. Needless to say, I owe you an apology. I was in a panic and everyone was staring at us. I was stressed out and didn't want to look bad, and she swallows and shakes her head a bit. But if Sayori's safe, that's all that matters to me. I'm sorry, Echo. Noko sense ensures. I have a feeling that the festival failure hit her harder than she's letting on. While it was necessary, I still feel awful for contributing to its failure. It's alright. I'm sorry too. Monica nods before rubbing her upper arm a bit. Hey, are you okay? I pause. Throughout the last day and a half, I hadn't had time to reflect on my own mental state. Well, beyond the layers of anxiety and stress anyway. Nobody's really asked me, so I pushed that task aside for the more important things. No, not really, but it's nothing to worry about. She nods. If you insist. You pees up inquisitively over... What about Natsuki? The question why returns as a focus on Natsuki's absence. I can feel a wave of malknowledge flooding over me. Something feels wrong, really wrong. Where is she? It's not like her to skip like this. And not to be at the festival either? What if something happened? Yeah. That was my next question. I haven't heard from her. Like, at all. She wasn't with you? No, she went home on Sunday after we baked the cupcakes. I haven't heard from her since. The room goes quiet. Yuri sits down, staring blankly before aimlessly flipping through her book. Monica closes her eyes and sighs. Okay. We have to... Something catches my eye. Outside the clubroom door. The flash of a familiar pink. What's that? Am I seeing things? Well, it's better to find out rather than standing in contempt in it. I'll be right back. Oh. Alright. Promptly cut her off from what she's about to say, but this is more important. I make every attempt to walk the door normally and resist the urge to sprint. Just as I close the door, I break into a jog in the corridor.